The drain is supposed to carry away ash and water. Instead, it clogs. At the Osaka Municipal Crematorium, a worker kneels beside the floor trench, scraping at a pale, waxy mass that has cooled into a solid sheet. It breaks in clean, brittle flakes, almost like candle wax. He drops them into a metal pail. They land with a dull, oily thud. The air smells of burnt incense and disinfectant. A stretcher rolls past behind him. Another unclaimed wartime casualty covered in cloth. No family waiting, no name recorded. 2 districts away, a woman opens a small, unmarked jar. The cream inside is soft and glossy, warmed slightly by the summer heat. Her beautician says it's rare, restores life to the skin. She spreads it on her cheek. Back at the crematorium, the worker seals the pail. When scarcity becomes normal, how easily does a body become material? Japan in the late 1930s is gripped by 2 forces moving in opposite directions. Modern beauty culture rising upward, wartime scarcity closing in from all sides. Imported cosmetics dry up first. Lanolin from Australia, paraffin from Europe, fine oils from America. The Kyoto Pharmacy Society Bulletin of 1940 records shortages severe enough to interrupt civilian production entirely. And yet, beauty salons continue to operate. Newspaper ads still promise Western radiance. Women still line up for creams claiming to protect against winter dryness. At the same time, military hospitals overflow. Bodies of soldiers, prisoners, and civilians arrive faster than they can be processed. Many go unclaimed. Some crematoriums operate day and night. In this imbalance, shortage of ingredients, surplus of corpses, an industry begins to improvise. A metal pail sits beneath a drain and fills with what the war leaves behind. The idea doesn't start with a manifesto or a villain. It starts with a workshop problem. Osaka's small cosmetic makers, family-run operations, are desperate. Their suppliers vanish, their formulas collapse, customers threaten to leave. One workshop chemist in Namba district studies a sample of tallow, crematorium residue delivered by a worker looking for extra income. He melts it down, filters it, and discovers its unusual consistency: soft at skin temperature, stable at room temperature, and easy to emulsify. In a handwritten note found decades later in a police file, he writes only, "Superior glide, retains moisture, no odor if fresh." Soon, technicians begin refining corpse tallow, shibo-yu. They blend it with cheap fragrances, chalky powders, and alcohol. No labels, no brand, only a whisper name spreading between salons. Yurei Bihada, ghost skin glow. Beauticians swear it works better than anything else left in wartime Japan. Demand grows. The pails keep arriving. The workshops multiply. And the miracle cream becomes a quiet, profitable secret. Effects vary by batch. Some women experience nothing unusual. Others develop rashes, red, narrow streaks like fingerprints across the jawline. One Osaka clinic autopsy report from Dr. Keiza Morimoto in 1940 describes a jar seized by police, a mixture contaminated with bacteria consistent with decomposed tissue. A nurse named A. Nakamura, testifying in 1947, recalls a soldier's body on the table. Before cremation, a worker skims a layer of yellow-white fat from the abdomen using a metal scoop. Not medical, commercial, she remembers. At a salon in Kobe, a beautician returns open jars because the cream smells sour after a week. A black market pharmacist admits to adding perfume oil to hide the scent. And anonymously, someone sends a letter to the Osaka police. The cream comes from the dead. Stop them. It lands in a drawer and stays there for months. After all, no one wants to halt the only beauty product still affordable during a war. But the complaints grow. and so does the weight inside those metal pails. In 1942, a crematorium worker named Kei Fujimoto confesses to police after a payment dispute. He provides records showing which workshops collected pails, how often, and how much they paid. The Osaka Prefecture Police open case file number 42B. They raid 2 workshops. They find stacks of unlabeled jars, melting pots, and a gutter clogged with residue. Newspapers aren't allowed to print the truth outright. Censorship is strict. But the Tokyo Nichi-Nichi Shinbun publishes a coded headline: "Forbidden oils found in civilian products." Osaka people understand. Sales drop overnight. Workshops close. Crematoriums tighten access. In 1943, the government quietly issued Civilian Cosmetics Regulation Order number 108, banning unauthorized oils of unspecified biological origin. No trials followed. Wartime secrecy demands the scandal disappear. By 1945, the entire trade dies with the war that created it. But the jars? Many remained half-used in private homes, quiet relics with an unspoken origin. After the war, ethics committees study the case, not publicly, but internally. They conclude that the practice didn't arise from sadism, nor ideology, nor experimentation. It arose from pressure, a collapsing economy, a shortage of ingredients, an overabundance of bodies, a society trying to keep normalcy while the world broke around it. And in that pressure, something ancient resurfaced: the temptation to treat the human body as raw material. History records many such moments. Europe's body-snatching trade for anatomy schools, the tallow factories of 19th century crime lore, and later global scandals involving tissue trafficking. Each arises not from one villain, but from the erosion of boundaries under stress. In every file, every testimony, one detail returns again and again: the metal pail. Never questioned, never discussed, just part of the daily workflow. When routines form around the unthinkable becomes ordinary. A jar sits opened under weak morning light. Its surface glows faintly as the room warms up. It promised radiance, softness, a return to youth. All it required was silence, and the body that couldn't speak. Next time, a cure that blinded thousands before doctors admitted why.